What's up, guys? I'm Jessica.
And I am Joe.
And we are here to deliver you this week's hashtag Newsfeed. Joe, what do we got for him?
Well, this week we're going to be talking about the New Mutants, the Inhumans, Aliens Covenant, and Rogue One.
Rogue One released a new extended featurette or extended trailer. Joe, did you see it?
Nope.
Well, I did. And what they did add was a really cool battle scene between the AT-ATs, or as you would mistakenly call them, AT-ATs. It's cool graphics,
I would say
though.
AT-AT. You said AT-AT earlier. But I have a question for you. So, with movies like this, Star Wars in particular, a lot of fans are like, oh, well, you know, you're giving away too much. Do you think that with all these trailers, we're giving away too much?
No, I mean, with Star Wars, look, you're expected to have all these great scenes, so you know it's coming. They're just showing you little snippets of some of these great scenes that you're already expecting.
You don't think these trailers ruin the movie?
No, I don't think
You know what ruins this movie for me?
What?
Is that I already know what's gonna happen with the Death Star plans.
Do not tell anybody.
Oh, because I already saw episode 4. I mean, you know what happens.
Well, question, do you think that Rogue One is going to do better or worse than The Force Awakens?
I think it's gonna do...
I
want it to do better, but I don't think it's gonna do as good as The Force Awakens.
I don't think so either, unfortunately. I just don't. I have a feeling that Force Awakens was a really big deal. I feel like
But it's
really like...
Don't get me wrong, it's still gonna make a shit ton of money.
No, for sure. I just think Force Awakens is gonna do a little bit better.
I'm more excited for Rogue One mainly because it's called Star Wars. Like a lot of the past movies that we've gotten, the war aspect of Star Wars has not existed. Dude, the Phantom Menace had zero to do with wars. Like, it was the most boring piece of shit I've ever seen. And even The Force Awakens, like, it's not really a war that was really happening either, but whatever.
Well, they're stories, and it's a Star Wars story. It's the prequel to it all.
I know,
so.
I'm excited for this one because it's actually about the war of Star Wars. You know what I mean?
Joe loves his war. We'll find out. Comment below and let us know what you guys thought of the featurette. Nat Wolff, who you guys may have seen in Fault in Our Stars, Admission, a bunch of other films, he's actually rumored to be Cannonball in the upcoming New Mutants film, which I know you have a bit of insight on that.
I do. I talked to Simon Kinberg, and he did mention that he was going with the original New Mutants, which is Chris Claremont's New Mutants. Cannonball is the default leader of that team, which features Mirage and Wolfsbane and Sunspot and a bunch of other characters. These are the new franchise. These were supposed to be the X-Men to replace the current X-Men that were the main team. They were obviously the New Mutants. I think he's a good choice for Cannonball. I think Cannonball is gonna have to carry this film because he's not necessarily a mutant either. He's an immortal. But he's gonna be the linchpin in this film. And Cannonball also, in the comic books, gets promoted to actually being one of the star members of the X-Men in the late 90s, which is kind of cool. So maybe that's why they're casting him first. I'm really excited to see what happens because I'm a big New Mutants fan.
Okay, do you think, sorry to interrupt,
Oh, yeah.
do you think yes or no then for Nat Wolff as Cannonball?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right.
I like when these superhero movies cast people that you wouldn't necessarily know, and then they break out to become big stars. I mean,
He's pretty known.
on the same level, like Chris Pratt's a huge superstar now, but before Guardians of the Galaxy, he wasn't getting cast in a ton of movies.
That's true, and he was doing, what was it?
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Rec.
So
right.
that's my point exactly. It's like,
Okay.
I'm glad that they're not going with somebody like Zac Efron. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Yeah.
I agree. Good job on casting.
The fate of the Inhumans is becoming a little bit more clear in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We now know that the show's going to start in 2017. It's going to be shot in IMAX, and it's going to be shown to an IMAX theater, at least the first 2 parts of it
Love
is.
IMAX.
My question to you is, now that this was originally slated to be a part of Marvel's big phase, the closeout of Phase 3, do you think that this is a cop-out because they don't want to do an Inhumans movie now?
I'm sure that's part of it. But wouldn't you think that doing a movie would make more money?
I do, but I also think now that since they're making so many deals with other studios that they have mutants and the Inhumans are now going to be pushed aside. That's my guess.
Okay, that actually makes sense.
Another thing too was that they've already convoluted the Inhumans on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so now it's kind of like, well, you know, we've already introduced them to this universe, we may as well just make it a TV show because we don't necessarily know what to do with them on the big screen since we've already introduced them on
That's
TV.
true. It's already TV, stick with TV.
Yeah, so I think that there's a lot of different ways to look at this. We do know that the comic books are actually starting to gear up for Inhumans versus X-Men, which could be a telltale of what's going to happen towards the future of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Black Bolt's getting his own comic book series. And it's curious because Vin Diesel, in the past, we know he's Groot in the Guardians of the Galaxy. But in the past, see, the difference is with Black Bolt, he doesn't speak. And Vin Diesel was rumored to be playing Black Bolt just the physical version of Black Bolt.
Oh.
Now, I think this kind of throws all of that out of the window. I don't think Vin Diesel's gonna come back and do a TV show for 20 some odd episodes just to not speak.
Yeah, I agree. Just because he's so big, it would.
Yeah, it's gonna hinder him from his filmmaking and everything else. I don't see it happening. But
I guess we'll find out.
We will find out. That comes out next year in 2017. Inhumans will be in IMAX theaters. That was idea taken from Game of Thrones, by the way. And it's gonna be shot in IMAX, so that'll be cool. Other than that, I think the show's gonna suck.
Joe, did you like Alien or Predator better?
I like both of them pretty evenly in circa 1985.
Well, the good news is Alien Covenant is coming out this May 19th, or 2017, but they just released the movie poster for it, and it's darker. I heard it's more of like a horror and kind of like less action, more like that gritty horror film. But it's cool. It has the alien, dark, kind of blue tones, and all it says is run on top with May 19th on the bottom. So that should be pretty interesting. I'm looking forward to that. Those are the type of movies I used to watch with like my brother and my dad.
I'm not looking forward to this.
Why?
Because I think the alien trope is kind of played out and it's kind of old and stale, and there's so many new sci-fi movies that I think are just so eye-catching and original that we don't have to go back and like revisit these movies. And sometimes it's cool to revisit like old films. Like
when the graphics get better, it's fun to kind of relive those.
What's really like killed it for me is like Ghostbusters. Like the original Ghostbusters, this new Ghostbusters was not gonna live up to that. And I feel like none of these alien movies have lived up to the original alien movies, or the original two, I really should say.
Yeah, that's true.
But now there's so many sci-fi movies out there that are just so stunning to me, that are, or even TV shows. Look at Westworld, it's a Western sci-fi show. It's amazing, but like Passengers looks super cool.
That's true.
It looks, at first when I saw the trailer, I thought it was a sci-fi rom-com, because that's how Chris Pratt kind of comes up. But other than that, like there's so many of these movies that, The Martian, you know what I mean? Like, that are just killing it. So I don't necessarily feel like I need another Aliens movie in my life, personally.
Yeah, but for people say the same.
Elysium was fun too, you know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
We saw that for a podcast back in the day.
Oh my gosh, that was so long ago. Well, either way, the poster's out. Comment below and let me know what you guys think, because I know some of you diehard fans are super excited about this. So we'll find out how it is May 19th.
Yep.
You guys, we had a few of you comment on our video last week, and Joe will get into the anime stuff in a moment, but I just want to thank you guys for all the birthday wishes, the belated birthday wishes. That means a lot, so thank you so much.
That was Derek Hervey, by the way, shout out to you. But Blackwing 2040, he gave us a few lists of animes that we should watch. He mentioned DBZ, he mentioned Mobile Suit Gundam, Bleach, Duel Masters, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Digimon. A few of those I've heard of. I have seen Bleach. Derek Hervey, he mentioned Speed Graphers, Witchblade, Akira, Bleach also, and Dead Man Wonderland. I've also seen Dead Man Wonderland. It's a great. It's really gory though, by the way. But
okay.
I can totally see it as one of those anime live action movies.
Interesting.
And of course, Edward Sanchez said he missed you.
I know. And Blackwing said happy belated birthday too. So thank you guys all so much. We love all of you. So thank you for your comments. We really appreciate it.
Yes. So this time we'd like to know what you guys think about Rogue One and Aliens Covenant. Leave a message in the comments below. We might read them next week. But that's gonna do it for us, right?
Yeah, that's just about it. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching. We have new videos premiering all week long, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and hang here for everything trending in geek pop culture.